Hey, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, Chicago finally got its first win, and boy, did they do it in big fashion, beating the Commanders by 20 points. Not really surprised as far as that the Bears could score that much, but that they could score that much against the Commanders. I mean, last week they showed signs of uh, jumping out to a big lead and stuff like that. But then their defense failed, and then trying to play keep up, their offense faltered. But this year, this week, they just showed a complete game. They played a overall game that gave them enough to win, and to win with a statement at that. So that's just what the way things went. You know. Uh, Hope everybody's doing good. Uh, because we're just really looking forward to keeping this stuff going, uh, keeping everybody up there. Like, share, subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends about this. Uh, really want to get this channel growing. Really looking for a lot of guests too. I have had some, and most of the time that I stream, as everyone knows, is usually late at night, and I'm gonna start working again Friday evening, so I won't be streaming on Friday evenings very much longer. So maybe next week, I don't know. If the weather would have been a bit better today, I would have been out at the Muskegon High School game. That's where I really wanted to go, but it was raining pretty good out here, and I don't know. I didn't go ahead and decided not to go today. Uh, but okay, Packers or not Packers. Uh, the Lions are picked 9 points favored over the Carolina Panthers. We all know Carolina has given us some trouble over the years. You know, Carolina has given us a lot of trouble over the years, and it's just, they just got to. Uh, Another thing that has given us trouble that Carolina has been rookie quarterbacks. Rookie quarterbacks have given the Lions trouble over the years predating Dan Campbell. Uh, Now, of course, the Carolina trouble towards us as far as the winning game even included Dan Campbell in one game last year was when we got blown out. But now we're going to see if the culture is really changing. I think it is. I think we should be able to invite Carolina here and not give them such a hospitable welcome here. You know, they're in our den, they're in our dome, they're on our field. We need to make them realize that. Now, yes, they do got DJ Chark, who knows us well, who played for us well last year. I know he was injured a lot of the time. They also got our running backs. Uh, One of our assistant coaches is over there too. So former assistants, but so they do know us well. They know us better than what they knew us last year. So that could help them. But we got what's looking like a top five defense already. You know, uh, this running defense has picked up a lot from what we had last year. It picked up way head and shoulders over what we had last year. So this is, well, I believe every game is a must-win game for a team. because we're just looking at going the furthest we can in the playoffs. Now you have, you know what? If you look at the NFC, all right, NFC North, we are only one game ahead of the Packers. Yes, we hold the tiebreaker against them because we uh, were heads up, heads matchup. We currently hold the tiebreaker, but we do got to play them one more game this year. So to me, every game is a must-win game for the Lions for each team. And I think that if you look at it that would, we are only 2 games ahead of both Chicago and well, we're getting a half ahead of or 2.5 games ahead of Chicago. Uh, or, and then we're 2 games ahead of um, Minnesota. So it's still a very tight NFC North, and we still play all these teams because the only NFC North team that we have played was the Packers so far. So, and DJ Moore and um, Justin Fields seem to have found that golden connection to say, you know, they have they have really bought out. Uh, Eversley has and the offense coordinator has made the offense more of a stand-up offense than what they were. Oh, okay, let's get back. I'm sorry, I didn't. Hey, Grandizer 12, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I see. I didn't have the chats up here. Sorry. Yeah. Wow. Who let the lions out? Woo! Woo! Row! Row! Super Chat free 99 cents. Tim's Maniac Sports. Oh, Master of Darkness, Lord of Evils, things come forth. Your servants awaits. Happy Halloween from Granddad's Chop and Tim's Maniac Sports. Oh, it's going all right. It's going all right. Wow. Please go live later tonight. Yeah, I plan on going live later tonight too. I need to. I just needed to come on and do something because last couple nights I have not. But yeah, I will be on later tonight. That's the time frame that really works good for me. So definitely. Okay. Okay, you had your eyes closed. Let's see. Sometimes it's hard to tell if my eyes are closed. Yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely be on later tonight. Uh, how was your day? How was work? Oh, I had chicken, actually KFC for dinner. Um, my day was good. I didn't work. I'm on that mini vacation, so I didn't work today. Got one more week of short weeks, then we'll be back to the full grind. You know, I mean, I was going to go ahead and try to go out to the Muskegon versus the Zealand, the car chicks, okay, but they're not women. Uh, there's just a lot of chicken farms and turkey farms over in Zealand. So, but they were gonna. I was gonna go to the high school game, but the weather got pretty bad up here, and I didn't want. I don't know if it's my age, but I really didn't want to sit in a high school game, get all wet and cold, and if it was nice weather or wasn't at least raining, I would have went. All right. Did you catch the roar of the lions? UK collaborate with the Panthers Nation podcast? I did not. That was really, yeah. I didn't even see the notification to tell you the truth. I'll need to check the replay, but that's good. I, I'm glad the roar of the K is doing so well. Oh, you're watching the Finn podcast right now. Okay, yeah, yeah. Thanks for stopping in. I'll catch you later, Grandays as well. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. And like I say, I'll be on later on tonight. I just wanted to come on too, sometime today just to see what was going on and you know have a little bit of fun. 'Cause I consider this fun. But welcome to Maniac Sports. You guys are watching Tim's Maniac Sports Show, where we just like to have fun a lot of times. It is a we are basically about sports, but sometimes we go off the rails big time. Sometimes we go big time off the rails. And, we go such big time off the rails. I needed to add another name to Maniac Sports and Entertainment because when we go off the rails, and it'll be especially at late night and stuff like that. But I did make a deal with a friend of mine. All right. So if I end up getting, well, okay, I've seen on Facebook these overalls that are like Lions overalls. I absolutely hate them. Okay. I mean, they're good for some people, but to me, they just don't know. But I said if I ever get, when I get up to 1,000 subscribers, he wanted me to do it at 500. I said I would wear these things. So if you want to see me wear these things, of course I gotta find out what to buy them. But if you want to see me wear these Lions overalls, which are totally god awful, ugly, all right, at least for a guy to wear, uh, I will do that once we get 1,000 subscribers. And my friend will dress up in. No, I can't do that to him. Yeah. At 1,500, I said he would wear cheerleading. Oh, shoot. Okay. But I hope everybody's doing good. I know I am. I'm enjoying my days off. I'm not looking forward to when I gotta go back and actually work 5, 6 days a week again because you know I you get used to not doing it. I mean, I tell you, I used to not mind working 7 days a week. All right, 12 hours a day. I used to not mind it, but whenever I got off the part of working like that, I just said the heck with it, and I quit work. I whenever I quit doing it, it would be hard to go back to it. And not that it's going to be real hard to go back to 8 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. No, but it just but it does. It's just that a second shift, and it does get hard. And then I gotta put up with some people that drive me nuts sometimes. So, but yeah, this is Tim's Maniac Sports. Maniac Tim here, and of course I need to say sports and entertainment. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about this. Now, my time slot that works best for me seems to be the later at night to the early morning. Like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 12. Those those areas just seem to work best for me. Uh, just not every day. But I hope you guys are doing good. Uh, let's go ahead and let's just look at some of the things. And of course, we have the new expanded Big Ten coming up, or the Big Ten and a lot of Pac-10 teams have merged together. Uh, so the Rose Bowl is going to end up being a very different scenario in a while. I was listening to the Hughes show yesterday, and at first he was out. Oh yeah, this doesn't look too bad for Michigan. I mean, the the game, it looked like it was kind of like a favor. Like the first year would be like a favored schedule for Michigan and stuff like that. But then he's seen Ohio State's schedule, and he's just like the more he's seen Ohio State, the the schedule on the padded schedule they gave him. He himself said yeah. I always hear they pad Ohio State's schedule in the Big Ten, but here's more or less here's the proof, and this isn't quoting him word for word, believe me. And I think the Huge is on 97 the ticket. I know he's a very big Lions fan, very big local guy here in Michigan, uh, like the Holland area, Grand Rapids. So, uh, when I'm working at second shift, I don't get to hear a lot of his broadcasts. So, uh, but let's see. Oh, I keep doing the wrong one. I hate it when I knock myself out. All right, so here we got the Lions. There's been two things that have hurt the Lions in the past between these Panthers and these and also between other things. Like rookie quarterbacks, Sam Daniel. Oh, yeah, he gave he gave the Lions hell basically. We have had rookie quarterbacks come in and beat us. We have had bench warmers come in and beat us. But I was kind of listening to one show, and they said, that they think that the Lions can hang with everybody in the NFC for the Super Bowl, except for the 49ers. And they were including the Eagles and the Cowboys. We'll see. I mean, one thing about the Cowboys is, man, Cowboys, they know how to, when that one loss that they had was horrible. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but when they know how, when they win, they win. They open up a can of whip ass and just kick people's butts. That's one thing about the Cowboys. Uh, Nothing I wanted to say is I just wonder if the uh, we're switching teams now. Okay, we'll get to see exactly what's going on with the Bears. I mean, is this a one-time deal or is this a waking up? What happens if the Bears go ahead and ball out like crazy to the end of the season now? They're still very easily could make the playoffs. They're because it's that close. I don't think they're going to win the NFC North or anything. I think they lost too many games, but they still have to play their NFC North opponents. And we all know how that, Lions still need to play them twice. And they're not going to be the easy team that the Bears were earlier, you know, because the Bears are coming together. I think the Bears just had to go ahead and get over what happens what happened between them and the Packers. And really, what happens if the Bears go ahead and they beat the Packers at Lambeau Field? You know, I tell you, if they play like they did against the Commanders, they very well could do it. They could. Bears can make a lot of noise. You know, Bears can make a lot of noise in the NFC North yet to come. So who knows? And I'm 100% Lions fan. Whenever it comes between the two of us playing, I'm always going to go for what's best for Lions. I mean, it's just nothing to behold against the Bears or anything like that. It's just and I'm sure a lot of your guys, you Bears fans, you feel the same. You're gonna, if it comes down between Green Bay and Detroit Lions, as far as on what's going to get you in the playoffs, you guys are gonna root for you, and you'd be crazy not to, you know, root for what's going to get you in the playoffs rather than just because you don't like that team more. So, uh, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Jameson Williams can do. I mean, yeah, I can understand winging him in to a extent. But my God, it's been over a year. We've been wanting to see this dude ball out. I know he got hurt in training camp. You know, he had 4 games suspension. It started out being six, but it was 4 game suspension. Expansion. It's, oh, we know. Uh, so it's time to see what this guy can do. You know, we already lost 1 full year off his rookie deal because of this BS, because he was hurt. You know, so we already lost 1 year off his rookie deal. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, I'm not going to be on for too long. I'm going to be on a lot more later on. Uh, but I just wanted to come on. Say congratulations to uh, the Bears fans for them finally finally win a game. Too bad about Dick Buckus. Salute to him. He was a great player. Uh, Hello. Some damn spam call. But I'm doing good. Uh, this is a Yeah. I shouldn't even answer that damn call. One of these days, I'm gonna do the podcast where it's just totally with the spam callers. Well, we just go ahead and do whatever we can to make them mad because those spam callers suck. They do. Just wanting to call on. I know. I'm sorry. Oh boy. So let's see. Of course, we know the Carolina Panthers are winless right now. Uh, Bryce Young is their quarterback. Uh, he's had a rough start. Um, so of course, Bryce Young being their quarterback gives uh, the way that the way they got that was because they traded with the Bears in order to get the number one overall pick. But hope everybody's doing good. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'll get more information tonight. Tonight too. I'll also do the high school football scores on what went on there. Remember, I am going to try to do the All-State Watchathon on Sunday, where I start from the start from the early game that's in London at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, all the way to the Dallas game, Dallas and San Francisco 49ers game, which will be what you call it, will be nine. I think it's like 9:30 at night or something. It's 8:30 at night. I think it is 8:30, 8:25 at night. So it's gonna be like a 12-hour stream on Sunday, at least a 12-hour stream, and it will depend on how much we go afterwards. So any stream that I can get, any football game that I can get over the air, I plan on doing that stream. Thanks people for coming on and watching. I do appreciate everybody coming in and checking this channel out. Any questions, comments, and concerns? What's your feelings? What's your feelings on either the coming up Lions game against the Carolina Panthers, or even the past Lions Packers game, or you can also give me your feelings on the Chicago game, Commanders game. If you're a baseball fan, we can talk about that too. I don't care, but you know we're just we're into talking about mostly sports, and especially with it being Halloween, we'll give some kind of creepy stuff too. You know, so but yeah, definitely we want to see. Um, okay, I'm gonna pull up the NFL schedule this week. You know, uh, NFL. Okay, so of course we had the Bears, which I mean that you gotta admit that surprised everybody. You know, I was kind of thinking a little bit, but I didn't call it beforehand. But I was kind of thinking, yeah, watching Washington go ahead and lose to the Bears. But it was Washington. They lost. to Chicago. Chicago, what some people have considered the worst team in the league right now. I'm sorry, you get your components working, they're not going to be the worst team. You know, I mean, yeah, they had. If you go by their record, barring this game, you're gonna look at it and say, "Oh, then what are you talking about?" Because their record did leave a lot to be desired. I mean, if you just look at you know the Bears games, it was just they were total. The only game that they really gave any type of chance was last week's game. And then they end up losing it later. So, and that was against the Broncos. The Broncos came back to beat them. But I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes it just takes a while to get over that hump. To some engines like the Dallas Cowboys, they'll come in and they'll just they'll go ahead and beat you down at the beginning of the contest. That's what they do, or the beginning of the season. They'll just go ahead and they'll just put the smack down on you guys right away. But then there's Chicago being more of a development team. It took them a while to get going. You know, and especially after that first game when they thought you know, finally, we're gonna be able to beat Green Bay. Finally, um, uh, Aaron Rodgers again gone. Finally, we can finally beat Green Bay, and then it don't happen. They actually end up being schooled by Green Bay. So and that sent them into tailspin. You know, it did. And you can tell this is a team that does not want to tank this year. They want to get the wins. The fans, I'm if you're looking at it, if you're looking at it from outside view and you think, oh yeah, uh, the fans are right now they're the worst team, so they're gonna get the first and the number one and number two pick in the first round. Things keep going this way. That's the way it's gonna be. There ain't much we can do about it. If they end up 1-2, uh, and the teams keep going like this, it's gonna be one. So that's gonna help a team at all, or that's gonna help a team a lot if you choose your players right. All right, but what that does, you know, is if you look at the losses for that way, but don't become part of the losses, and you understand because I mean that was one of the things that I was hearing that last year they tanked in order to get where they are now. But if you're tanking for that reason to get there, you got to be very careful because if you tank too much, and then if it becomes more of your reality as far as playing, if you get caught in the trap of losing, that's where it really matters. You know, if you understand what I'm saying. Besides, anyway, I don't like tanking. I it's just that because to me, if you're tanking, and these fans, they spend their time to watch you guys. They go ahead and they spend their money to go ahead and get an NFL ticket, which is not cheap at all. Okay, it's not cheap. You don't want to see you guys. Thank you. You bought a ticket to go ahead and see your team play and win. You want to see them play for how good they are, not for how bad they can be. So, those reasons are why I'm really not for the tanking part, you know, whether it be Chicago, Detroit, uh, suck for luck, you know. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming out, for stopping. I will be back on for sure at, yeah, because I just bit my tongue. But I will be back on for sure at midnight. Uh, actually, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So it will be Saturday Eastern Standard Time. I will be back on. But thank you guys for coming. Uh, please check me out again later on tonight. Uh, Go Lions, One Pride.